Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about something quite personal. So I have been seeing psychologists since I was very young, probably about 6 years old, and it's only about 2 months ago now that I went to see a psychiatrist for the first time and actually got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. I started going to the psychiatrist because I couldn't be alone, so I can't be alone still now. At home, I can't be alone for 5 minutes without someone else being in the house. I can't drive alone. I can't catch a bus alone, just nothing, which is kind of destroying my life and my family's life because they feel like they're always having to look after me and just be there for me, and they shouldn't have to do that at all. So yeah, I went to see a psychiatrist and he told me a lot about borderline personality disorder and put me on new medication for it as my old medication wasn't doing anything. And yeah, so basically with borderline have very impulsive, reckless behaviours, and they will do anything to try and get loved ones' attention. So I often use excuses like I'm gonna kill myself, I'm gonna cut myself, and I just try anything to get their attention just because I feel like I'm alone and I just don't know myself at all. So people with borderline have intensive mood swings, problems with self-worth, which I can see a lot with myself because I've actually lost 25 kilos this year, well last year, just because I hated the way I looked and I still kind of do. Unstable relationships with boyfriends or family members, so my boyfriend tried to break up with me about 2 months ago, I'd say, and I just lost all feeling in my body and I was just lost, and so I made my way to his house and tried to get his attention, and yeah, it was just a mess. It was an absolute mess. And then I told him about my borderline and he understood, but yeah, obviously it's very hard for the ones that love you if you're pushing them away so much. 1 in 10 people with borderline actually die from it, either by committing suicide or reckless behaviour, and that's the highest percentage of deaths in any mental illness, which is quite scary. I kind of think of it as like, it's like a cancer that people don't know about and can't see, and you're very ill but people just don't see it and they just think you're crazy, and it's just impossible to fix by yourself. It's just so hard. Growing up, I wouldn't go to childcare without my mum there, which was obviously impossible for her because she had work and I had to go to childcare. There's a funny story actually. I was trying to childcare and I said, "Mum, where are we going?" And she said, "Childcare, Ebony." And I said, "Okay, if you drive into the street where childcare is, I will wet myself in my car seat." And Mum didn't believe me, and we made our way into the street, and what did I do? I peed myself, and she had to take me home to get changed, and yeah, I was just an impossible child. I never wanted to be alone ever. And so I've actually had borderline since I was very young. I had impulsive, reckless behaviours ever since I can remember. Like, I'd try to jump out of my mum's car when she was driving it and threatened to kill myself even since I was in grade 2. Didn't want to go to school ever. Yeah, I was just an impossible child, really. I've found it hard to make friends always. Like, I don't have any friends at all, really, that I keep in contact with and see often. I have zero, except for my boyfriend. I've had severe anxiety ever since I can remember. Social anxiety in high school and primary school when we had masses or assemblies. I would go hide in the bathroom while everyone went to assembly and then come back to class, and the feelings of emptiness. That is a very big one and I get it a lot. If the littlest, tiniest thing has happened, I will just lay in bed feeling so empty and worthless. I have very black and white thoughts, so I'm either really happy or really sad. Never ever in the middle, ever. I took myself to the emergency room in the hospital about 4 times last month because my family was going through a hard time and I just couldn't handle it. My body couldn't handle it, so I ended up there and they said you can be admitted to the ward, and I was like no, because I can't be alone. I went back home and nothing really changed that much. Anyway guys, I think that's enough for today, learning about borderline personality disorder. If you think you or any of your friends or family could have borderline personality disorder, definitely see someone and check it out, because it's a very horrible thing to live with and I feel for you if you do. And yeah, thanks for watching.